Charles, thanks for joining us. Crewe Alexandra have announced the season ticket prices for next season. I know a lot of thought and careful consideration goes into that. Can you just tell us some of the processes and the way you arrive at some of your decisions?
Well, this year was particularly difficult. It's been a difficult few years, but the cost of living crisis this year has made the process more difficult than it's previously been. So, as you can imagine, a lot of soul searching and discussion went into the whole process, and we gave it an awful lot of time in order to make our decisions and come to our conclusions.
Obviously, you've got a lot of matters to weigh up, and the key consideration to everybody is the football on the pitch, and you've got to find a way to be fair and appreciative of the situation for everybody, but also making sure you can support Lee Bell in recruitment in the summer and enabling us to challenge strongly next year.
Yeah, fair is an interesting word, isn't it? We need to be fair in terms of things like salary cost management and all that sort of stuff. We need to be fair to our supporters who support us year in, year out. We need to be fair to the football club, which has been here an awful long time, which is similarly facing unprecedented in recent times anyway, costs, and trying to find that balance between, finding enough income that will support Lee and our club going forward, and enough income to give us the headrooms we need for Lee in terms of salary cost, and making sure that we've got the balance right, so that we don't want to lose supporters. It's our supporters are everything. They are the football club. So the lifeblood of the football club is the supporters that we could persuade and sell tickets to come, and the team that we can build, and the financial constraints that we have to operate.
And equally, on a Saturday afternoon or a Tuesday evening, the supporters are vital then, aren't they, with the support that they give to the players on the pitch. That's something that we can't overlook. Obviously, Lee Bell's played for the club during a time when the stadium was full and bouncing, and that, we'd love to get back to that, wouldn't we?
Nobody at this football club, and certainly not me, wouldn't like to see the Bowie stand absolutely jumping in the Gresty Road end, noisy and loud. Now, at the end of the day, the responsibility is on us and the team. We've got to produce the fare that people want to watch. And we understand that. And it gets progressively more difficult as more and more money comes into the game, and we can't just demand money from our supporters. So it's balancing all those things which enables us to get to a point that we believe we'll be able to give Lee enough, we'll be able to offer the supporters good fare for the money that we're asking them to pay, and the end result will be what we all want to see.
You're always clear that the community is at the heart of the club, and the club is part of the community. And of course, a big reason for that is to build fans for the future. That's an offering that Crewe Alexandra are sticking with this season, isn't it? Under 11s free with a paying adult, and that's an important part of the way that you approach things when you're announcing season ticket prices.
The community element of our season ticket pricing strategy, if you like, has to be about the future as well. Of course it does. The lifeblood of the football club are those you can persuade to come, for the next 50 years. There are a lot of people here who have been coming for 50 years and more. But we have to make sure that the next generation is attracted, not just by hearing about the club and the kind of things that go on, the goals we score, the results we have, but actually can afford it in their pocket as well. So that was part of the balance that we had to strike. And yes, the community and the younger element of the community is key to the future of this football club.
And also within the packages or the options that are there, the option to refer a friend and receive £100 worth of vouchers to spend in any way you like at the club. You can also pay in a number of different ways, and it's worth exploring the options that are available, isn't it, to try and be flexible and find something for everyone.
Well, as you know, I shall be writing to supporters, and within that letter will be a small brochure which explains all these things. But these are the things that we try and make sure we cover, so that if there are people who they're thinking about coming but they're not sure, then you know, they can give it a try, and if they do come long term and somebody's able to refer a friend for the future, then why not try and do something for them? And the shop is a good way to do it, because it moves the merchandise as well and puts the merchandise, you know, in front of people's eyes and on the streets. So it's all, we have to generate income, you know, and if we don't generate income, then we're dead. But equally, we can't just do it by, you know, gratuitously putting up the season ticket prices. There has to be a lot of thought and consideration go into that from all age levels, you know, from the kiddywinks right the way through to people like me.
And of course, with Half and I starting to turn towards next season, it is an exciting time, isn't it, to be a Crewe Alexandra supporter. We've seen a period of transition, and Lee Bell's evolving the squad. He'll be hoping to do more of that in the summer. Got some good young players coming through as well. So, you know, next season is you know, something that should be attractive, and we're all excited about.
I couldn't have put it better myself. No, I mean, at the end of the day, this season was always going to be about transition. It was always going to be about resetting a little bit. We've had a change of manager. Unfortunately, we've had 2 changes of manager, but we had a change of manager when Dave left. And some of the new talent wasn't ready. We've had that situation before. We really must try and get better at phasing the talent, but human beings are human beings. And when I look to what's in the wings, what's waiting in the wings, and a lot of our supporters have already had a good glimpse of a good number of people that were in the wings, then you can only look forward with enthusiasm, because at the end of the day, it's about our kids, you know, from our community playing on our pitch against some very big teams. And as we proved only a couple of years ago, you know, they can do it, and they can, you know, they can have the results. And that's what we all want to see. That's what we do it for. It's fantastic.